So hey, this light, oh, you know what? I can change this. So hey, this is for my vlog. I have light in the kitchen, and I'm going to change, although it's really gross over here. Like, I need to clean the light bulbs. Oh, that didn't work. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Yeah, it's still in the way. You can't see me because of the light. But I kind of like that light bulb better. I mean, maybe not. So I'm going to put this light bulb on. See how that works. Still, it's going to have, but whatever. So, I did a vlog last night. Here are my affirmations. I put makeup on today. I guess I gotta spray some setting spray. I don't know how to do makeup anymore. Back in the day, it was easy. I just did black eyeliner. Maybe I should try that. Jesus. But anyway, so makeup for me seems really complicated now. And I was a makeup artist. I was a makeup artist in 2000. I did weddings at a local, really nice spa. It was called Main Street Manor in Hampstead. I was a makeup artist there every other Saturday. I did wedding parties, and now I don't know how to do makeup. So much has changed since 2020 years. But anyway, let me breathe. So here I am doing my vlog. Because I want to do both sides. You know, sometimes you can, your perspective shifts, and getting that negative or that pain or that hurt or that anger out is important. So, and then so there's always a positive and a negative. There's always a light and a dark. There's always two perspectives or more, you know what I mean? So I wanted to talk about my kids because I do know that they love me, and I do know that. It's just maybe territory that I want is photographs. So I'm trying to make myself look good to myself so that when I so that I can take photographs and videos, in public, for myself. So I can be doing that, and I can be more confident and not so I'm taking responsibility for what I want in my life and for the negative energy in my life for myself. Very insecure, very negative, very critical, fault finding towards myself. That's not giving excuses, but I was raised that way. That's the environment that I've lived in, is fault finding, critical energy towards myself. Like I'm a fuck up, I'm a loser, I'm a quitter. And I'm not any of those things. And I'm beautiful. I'm gorgeous even. So I'm learning that I have to appreciate myself. I have to shift the energy. I have to turn the tides. And believe in the things that I want and give myself patience and kindness and gentleness, but positive energy. I have to do that. Nobody will do that for you. And then the rest of the world will change when you change your energy. So that's what I've been about, is self-care and self-love. Take a new territory. So when people say don't be depressed or don't be anxious or, well, don't worry. It's your energy. And when other energies that you're too strong to handle or that you have negative encounters with in your past come to you, it'll cause depression. It'll cause anxiety. It'll cause a clash that will shut you down, or that will bring out the trauma, the negativity from the past. So that's a reason why you can't take pills, because there will be a day when you can't get to that pill. Maybe not. Maybe you'll have the pill for the rest of your life. But until you take that energy, until you heal it, you're never going to overcome it. So you'll be dependent on that pill the rest of your life, or that alcohol, or that drug. Taking that territory requires love. It requires patience and kindness and support. The support that is in your comfort zone, that is comforting, that is nurturing, that is accepting of where you are and who you are and where you are in that moment. Not the kind of support that says, push, push, push. No, the kind of support that says, wait, take your time. The kind of support that says you're worthy, no matter what. Unconditional love. There's no other support. Says, at your pace, at your comfort. All that push baloney, that's not for healing. Okay? I'm not saying this crap. I'm saying, first and foremost, be who you are and where you are. And accept yourself there. And let love find you there. Let love find you there. Unconditional love. Whether you're fat, young, old, whether you're whatever you've done, you are worthy of love. As a human being, you need it. Forgiveness, hope, faith, joy, peace, peace, peace. So, no substitute. No pill can give love. No pill, no drug can give unconditional love, can give peace, so, I mean, I'm not going to go on and on about drugs and alcohol and self-medicating. But, so, I just got this in the mail. And this, it kind of reminds me of a pajama top, but I love it. I do. I love this little lace. I love this print, and it feels really good. And it's not a pajama top. I mean, I can wear a pajama top as a top if I want to anyway. I can probably sleep in it. It's so comfortable. And that's what I like. Comfort. I like this. This was the only color. This is a bra. Like a sporty bra. It's great fabric. So this is the only color they had in this. I got to cut my tags off. I hate tags. I hate them. So let me get my scissors. Yeah, my bank account is low, but it's being true to myself that is needed, not money. You got to be able to decipher and navigate your life and follow this and follow your gut, follow your intuition, and take care of yourself first. What good is money if you don't have you? So, I have some imitation crab sticks. I'm going to take egg and take Sylvia's fish fry and some panko breadcrumbs, and I'm taking the cast iron skillet and I'm going to fry some. Not doing the dishes, not doing lift right now, doing me. So I just wanted to share that because I'm going to be honest and open and true to the dark and the light. And so the good and the bad, there's always a mix. It's not always all bad and it's not always all good. There's no perfection. The only perfect is I'm perfectly me. I've had a great day. I've been taking it easy. I think my days are just going to get better and better. And anybody that's watching it, yours can too. No matter what you've been through, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done, no matter what your age. Healing can always be. Hope is always here as long as you breathe. You have hope. And you can't always feel it. You choose it. You open your heart and you receive it. As well as love. You make decisions, as well as peace. And peace, hope, and love, most important things in your life. More valuable than money. You don't need to argue. You don't need to debate. You don't need to fight. You don't need to panic. Which that's all a part of life. But you can heal from those things and you can live a smooth, peaceful, abundant life of well-being. And that's what I'm here to show. The good and the bad, the up and the down. So here I am. Yeah, I'm human. I'm scared. Yeah, I'm human. It feels weird to be so good to myself, to put myself first, but I know that I need to in order to have a quality of life that's worth other people. If you're not happy, you have nothing to offer anyone else, and that is the most important thing you will ever hear. It'll change your life if you let it. If you're not happy, you have nothing to offer anyone else. That's your friends, your neighbors, your government, yourself, your kids, your boyfriend, girlfriend. So, it's about self-care and self-love. It's about healing. So I really don't want to do this because I just feel like laying down and actually going to sleep, and maybe I will do that actually. So sometimes it's hard to make choices what to do because I'm always tired. Like, it's ridiculous to me, but you got to take care of yourself. So I take a lot of breaks and go lay in my bed. So I'll do that. I get really overstimulated a lot, and I know that my health has changed since my son. He used a dish towel and wiped the floor. That would be fine if we had really clean floors, but the last time I mopped the floor was a month ago. So, but my son is so wonderful. I don't want to, sometimes if you tell people not to do stuff too much, they shut down. So you got to be sensitive to other people. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. Be sensitive to other people. What do you mean? Well, you do. You don't have to. You can choose to. You know what I mean? Let me see. I hear grass being cut. And it's in our yard. That's good. So I'm going to mark that on the calendar because I have to. Because the landlord wants the grass cut. So the neighbors did the grass. And now I got to mark it on my calendar because I'm next up. And maybe I'll wait 2 weeks because they actually waited 3 weeks. So the landlord told me wait 7 days. After they cut the grass, count 7 days and then you cut the grass. But I cut the grass and they waited 3 weeks and then they cut the grass. So I'm not into doing 7 days anymore. This is my bed. Let me see. Oh, well, I don't know how to show my bed about it, but it's full of pillows. So I just have to get quiet. So I'm going to turn this off. I have to do that. It's like it recharges me. Yeah, and I do. I like living here, and I put a lot of work in all of this. I did all of this myself. I hired 2 guys to help me move. But everything I've done other than that. And I've worn myself out. I have, hung stuff on the wall. I've glued hooks on the wall so that I can hang my stuff up. I've glued mirrors to the wall so I can see. I've done so much work. So I'm not trying to move. But the neighbors upstairs are really hard for me to handle because I can feel their energy so much. And I wish that they were nice and friendly. I wish that they liked me. I feel a very intimidating, uncomfortable energy from them. Like I'm not welcome here. And I am welcome here. This is my home and my children's. So why do I feel that? I don't know. I do. I'm very sensitive to energy, and I promise you what I feel is probably accurate. I've been told by men in my life, and then most recently my son, my second to oldest son, that's in my head. If you get a feeling of something and you don't get validation, that people tell you it's in your head, don't believe that. Your intuition will save your life. And I promise you, you're probably, most likely, 100% accurate. So don't blow that off. But this is the thing. I am used to being in a hostile environment. You know what I mean? I'm used to it. I lived with my ex-husband for the past 4 or 5 years. I forget how long exactly. And he didn't like me. He talked bad about me all the time. But he did like me to my face. So what was real? Our relationship that we had in secret and private, or publicly how he was? It's hard to say, but I'll tell you this. That's how my dad was. My dad treated my mother one way in private to her face and another completely different way in public. My dad used to make fun, mock, humiliate, disrespect, judge, put down my mom in public. But privately to her face, he was wonderful, sweet, whatever, supportive, there for her. So that's, if there is a bipolar, that's what I'd say was bipolar. So which real? And have you ever had where you've had a great connection with a guy or a girl, but then they treat you totally different? That's happened to me several times. A woman named Bonnie, older 80s-year-old woman that I met through dog walking. She was so sweet and wonderful to me, and then she turned on me. And I stayed the same. I was consistently me. But she turned on me. Upstairs. She was so sweet one minute, and then viper the next. So I understand that switching. And I've probably done that in my life. Switched on people. It's like you push a button. My husband, Mark, used to always say that too. That the button, you push the button, you flip a switch. But I don't know. Maybe that's from pain and being triggered and not knowing how to handle that. But I don't ever want to be bipolar. I don't want to switch up on people. I want to be one way. And that's what I'm learning. And that's what I'm healing. That's my intention. Is to be, what is it called? Integrity is being the same everywhere. Having one me, one life, always me. So I think that's possible. I think that's more than possible. I think that's the way it should be. That's the way we're made to be, is learning how to manage our emotions, how to express ourselves without, attacking another person. I don't know why that was so popular or prevalent, was to take your pain and inflict it on other people. But no, that's unacceptable. You have no right to do that. So my uncomfortableness, I belong here. This is my home. I'm going to prosper and be well here. I'm going to relax and be comfortable here. I'm going to rest and to sleep and to play and to be happy here. Another thing is spiders and bugs. There's a lot of spiders and bugs here because it's a basement apartment, and there's roaches. But upstairs, she said, there's roaches here. I don't know if I really believe that a place has roaches. It's people that have roaches. If you're not clean, that's what I believe. So, I see like one roach a day or whatever, but that's fine. I can live with one roach a day, and it's usually in my bathroom. I've never seen one in my kitchen. I've seen big ass spiders around. I've killed them. I've seen those roly potato bugs, and I've seen 2 or 3 that I've killed, big black pincher bugs. It is a basement. We've seen, I don't think they're rats. I do think they're mice, but I haven't actually seen it to say that it's not a rat, but my daughter has seen a mouse. Those things can scare me. They can make me feel like they do something to me. They shake me to my core. They make me feel like I want to run away, like I'm not good enough, like I'm dirty or something. It doesn't feel warm and fuzzy when I see a bug. It's the same feeling if I get too hot or if I get too cold or if I get too tired. I don't feel loved. I don't feel good. I don't feel precious and special and safe and beautiful and loved. So this is a life that I am worthy to feel special, and I'm the one that has to allow it and to give it to myself. It's nobody else's responsibility. Everything else is codependency. I mean, I believe that. I affirm myself. I love myself. I am special. I am precious. There is no one like me. I am one of a kind, and I have to cultivate that in my life, and I have to spend time with me doing that. And then I love to give that to other people. It's not lies. It's not empty. It's from my heart that I want to value people and affirm them and tell them how great they are. Because that's who I am and that's who I want to be. That is me. That is my intention. That is my desire to be a fountain of life. That to me is how to create a beautiful life. Is not only to pour it in, but to pour it out. So I bless my neighbors. I'm thankful for them. I'm going to look for the good in them. I'm going to affirm the good in them and in my children and in my twin flame and in myself and in anybody that comes near me. I'm stretching. The thing is, I wish I could get on the floor here and stretch. It's a cement floor. I think it's painted, but it's still a cement floor. And it's hard. So I have a rug, but it's still a rug. Like, there needs to be padding. There needs to be, normally I don't know about normal, but other floors are wooden. And then there's padding and then there's rugs. So it's much better floor. This is a hard floor. So at some point I'd like to be stretching because I love to stretch, and I will. And walking more and exercising more. I did file for my housing certificate so that my rent will be like really cheap for me, and I deserve it to be. I did something though, and I hope that it's okay because I don't mean any bad, but they asked me if they could see my tax returns, and I got $8,000 back in tax money from 21. And I didn't tell them about it because, one, I don't have it anymore. I spent it to move and my rent, and so but that shouldn't disqualify me from housing voucher. That's $8,000. You only can live so long on $8,000. So I shouldn't be penalized for that. It should be fair. And it should go to people that deserve it and qualify, and I qualify for it. Other than that, I didn't tell them I lied. So I hope that I'm not punished for that, or there's not trouble for that, because I don't deserve there to be trouble, and neither does anybody. There should be an easier way to get help. Everybody needs help in their life. They do. Everybody deserves to be valued and loved and to have a stable, secure, safe home. Everybody. And people say this. They say, oh, homeless people, they choose that. They want that. No, they don't. That's insanity to say that. Shame on you. That's a way for you to, hi, baby. Here's my kitty. Hi, Lovey. I love her so much. That's not true. It's that they usually are overwhelmed and intimidated to fill out all the paperwork and jump through all the hoops just to get crumbs. Like, this is not a nice place. Most housing things that, will qualify for a housing voucher, most of the homes are crap. Nobody would want to live in them anyway. You wouldn't choose them. So why not be easier in giving them to people that need it? People are precious and valuable, all people. So usually the paperwork that you have to fill out to get some type of housing assistance is so complex that most normal people, if you have any kind of mental health or any type of disability or whatever, you won't be able to fill it out. I haven't been able to fill mine out. My caseworker.
Money comes to me easily.
My caseworker filled mine out for me. And it was voluminous. And they want everything about you. And that's another thing that freaks people out, is they don't want to be owned by the government. So it should be easier to get access to help. There's no shame in needing help. So it's hard for me to function. I get triggered all the time. I get overwhelmed all the time, and I get fatigue. So it's hard for me to do 40 hours a week. And, well, it's not hard. I haven't been able to do 40 hours a week. And then I have lower back pain. So it's hard for me to be too mobile, too. So I can't do physical labor at all, or a physical job. I can't do that. I can't sit for 5 hours without being in pain, and I can't stand for 5 hours without being in pain. So I would like to learn. I'd like to get maybe a degree. I'd like to be able to have a career. I would love to be able to be a caseworker or an advocate for an autistic child or a dementia patient, or I would love to work in the medical community, as a caseworker or a social worker. And that requires education. And I've never been able to be educated because of all of my issues with the chaos in me from being abused and the trauma in my childhood. But I'm healing it, and I think I can do it a little at a time. And I would love to have that opportunity. I never really said that out loud. I would love to have that opportunity without any pressure, without any judgment if I can't do it. Because I'm half scared that I won't be able to do it anyway. I'm smart, but because of all the abuse, I can't do pressure. I can't learn like other people. But I'm working on it. I'm working on reading. Like, I have a book that I read at night because I couldn't focus to read. You have to feel safe in order to learn.
Wealth flows to and through.
You can't have chaos on the inside. And chaos is created through a lot of trauma and abuse. So, my cat is changing. When you rescue an animal, you don't know what kind of trauma and hell they've been through it.
I am becoming wealthier.
They require a lot of patience and special treatment. So do humans.
I am now allowing more wealth.
So do humans. And it's a privilege and an honor to rescue people and to rescue animals. Because I'm telling you, the satisfaction, the fulfillment, the reward is amazing. I can feel it. People aren't disposable, and neither are animals. So, I heard something that said, your pet chose you and will change your life. And I know that Colors chose me. I'm so grateful. I don't want to fail her. And she is changing me. I can't talk. I can't breathe. It's really significant for me to talk about this. So I'm glad I followed that in the kitchen to come here and lay here. That's what I'm saying. Follow that. Follow that still little tiny voice, or that little thing that says, I don't want to do this, or I can't do this. and wait until it's a yes, I can do this. Yes, I want to do this. Okay? I love you, whoever's watching this. I'm so grateful that this is me. I'm so grateful that anybody would watch me, and that I would have this opportunity to share my life and my soul. So thank you. Anything is possible. So I'm learning to receive, because my heart has been broken and smashed and dead. So I have to learn to receive good. And I can take chunks at a time. So they're weed whacking. I'm really grateful for them weed whacking, because that's a horrible mess out there. Right at my window. Good is happening. That's what I say too. I say that a lot when I don't feel nothing. I say good's happening right now. Good is happening to me, for me, because of me. Give yourself credit. I'm going to give myself credit. Whew. All right. Deep breath.